good evening. It's Thursday. It's July 24th. You're watching the Inside Show here on MadhouseTV.com or Madhouse TV. It should be a little interesting show for tonight. It's just going to be me and a good friend of mine, Manny, Erias, and it's my friend right here. How you doing there?
Good. I'm doing good, Dennis. Thanks for having me back.
All righty. You're nice and relaxed. You're all set.
Are you kidding me? I'm nervous.
Yeah. Well, all these people, so calm you are with like millions of people watching you.
I know. I don't know what to do. Hello, everybody. Please keep it down. The applause is keep down.
Yes. Well, anyway, it's so. What have you been up to? Where you been? I understand you just did something really big before, and tell me about it. What you been up to?
Yeah. Well, I've been hitting the open mic scenes, obviously, and I've been invited to a couple places here and there. But lately was a few months back, Super Acoustic Band invited me to perform July 18th at the Cedar Beach Hut in Babylon. And he said last year there was 2,000 people. And it was his idea. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it, So I went there. They called me up 3 times, and it was awesome. It was a great experience. And there literally was 2,000 people. 3 times?
What did you mean? Like how many segments? It was 3 segments. How many? How long was each appearance?
Each one was like maybe 5-7 minutes.
Oh, so you were like going after different people out there. Then.
Yeah,
They had a turnover there. Or
yeah, what they did is they would call up a different member of the band. So I was performing while people were chattering, and then the band was tuning up their stuff. So I just blasted through my set and had a great time.
Feeling good. Now, how long have you been doing this now?
I've been doing this for a year and a half.
All right, so you got some acclaim. You've been
Stand-up University is where I started.
Oh yeah, Rich Walker, great guy.
Yeah.
He did the Abbott and Costello thing here with him and Eric Heft, is it?
Yeah, Eric Heft.
Heft, yeah. Which I hope they come back, because he promised me they would do the 7x13 thing, which...
That's terrific. I love it. I was here for that when you were talking about it.
Yeah, so we just gotta wait till he gets around to doing it, so... But, so have you've appeared with them? Or you have something coming up with them?
Actually, yes. I have to go to my phone, look in my schedule, okay?
Okay.
Hang on. Somebody actually sent me a Facebook message. Do you mind if I answer it?
Knock yourself out.
I was kidding. Hang on. I actually, next month, they're having an alumni show, at the Brokerage Club, and that is, when is that? That's August. I want to say like 17th. Yeah, I think it's August 17th. So that's when I'll be there. And
what day? What's that? A Friday?
What they do, I think it's like a Sunday or something. But Eric hasn't invited me to any shows lately. And Eric, I'm waiting for my invites. Okay, buddy.
You need an invite. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like to ask to be invited to shows. That's like the #1 rule.
All right, so he does not like to be invited to shows.
I mean,
just in case.
I have listexic, and I don't like to ask to be invited to shows.
I caught it.
Yeah. So, but thank you for catching me.
Yeah. Well, you didn't fall yet.
We're starting to get a relationship here,
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a punchline to this one?
Well, at first, he asked me to sit right here, folks, in the middle.
And then he tried to get a box of chocolates in between. And I was like...
But he said, just eat the butterscotch that Madhouse TV provides. So I'm going to put this in my pocket.
Well, it's going to be a tough one because there's no live audience here tonight except a few of the people that run the place. And our cameraman, Tommy, and Janine, and of course, Ellen's here.
Yes. I saw her in the parking lot coming in. And you guys, the owners, are great.
Great. Well, you can say it now because they're here.
Yeah.
I should have Tommy over here, too. But he'd be in the middle, then, probably wouldn't like that.
Oh, no, yeah. Yeah. But this
so,
is really...
now, where else are you going to be? What's your plan?
I'm really excited. Tomorrow I'll be at Latikins in Moriches, off Montauk Highway. My buddy has a show there, and it's small right now, but actually he's got a big dinner show coming. So I'll be there tomorrow, and I'm really excited, people, because I'm trying out for the Chaz and AJ show. It's an audition on Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I come in and audition?
Yeah, anybody can go. I want as many people to go because the more the merrier, and it's more competitive that way. You know, you don't want anything given to you; you want to earn it.
Well,
So.
I could have something given to me now. I'd be all right. I'd take it. No, matter of fact, I just sang myself. I was at Sergio's
Oh yeah.
Friday on the 17th, I think that was, or 18th, Friday night, and I was there with Steve Mitchell, a little touch of Elvis, who does an Elvis impersonator thing.
Nice.
He has the suits and he sounds great. He looks the part. And we did like a half hour on, half hour off, where I sang standards and stuff. It went over really well. Enough that we'll be back there again in September.
See, that's great.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? And you love doing it too, right?
Oh yeah. Well, it's not for the money.
Yeah. Well, eventually, right?
Yeah. No, we make some money now and then, but it's not about it's really for the love of doing it.
It's
and
a passion.
And, yeah. Kind of like, and they know it too, because they know they have you.
Right.
Because you really want to do it. You really want to sing, or in your case, stand up and perform. And, you know, so we appease them, and we do it, and we'll do it for a drop of a hat, just to do it on stage, I know. But anyway, enough of that.
Absolutely. You know, where did you want to go next?
Well, over here's good so far. We'll stay here for a while.
Yeah. Want me to tell you where else I'll be? Or?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Let's go back to the videotape over here. So tonight I'll be here, folks, which we're already on. I just had to say that. Tomorrow I'll be at Latican's, in Moriches, and the audition is in Connecticut for the Chaz and AJ show. I can't wait for that. Well, actually, I can't wait for everything. You know what I mean? Mm. And then next Wednesday, the 30th, I'll be at the Brokerage Club.
Cool.
And
is that with Walker?
No, Evan Weiss is running this show. And that's going to be a good one. I mean, it's at 8 o'clock, and next Friday I'll be on the front lawn of the Holiday Inn in Stony Brook.
I've been on the front lawn.
I've been on. I used to work at this place 2 years ago. It's funny. So anyway, it's family oriented. It's bring your kids. It's going to be totally clean. It's comedy. It's all for a good cause. I don't know which cause it is. Just cause. So I'm going, and I can't wait for that. And then it looks like I'm free for about 4 months after that. And
do you do the senior centers and stuff like that?
Actually, I haven't. I wanted to, but I just put my paperwork in to volunteer at Stony Brook University for the cancer patients.
And, terrific!
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for that too. And my old boss, she works at the cancer center, and she's actually, she was like, "Don't get mad at cancer, do something about it." So I'm going to be with the older people because they don't have too many. They're all lonely and stuff. So I'm going to go in there. I'll go in there around lunchtime and eat their lunch.
Yeah, I figured.
Tell them a few jokes and stuff. So
while you're eating. Yeah.
While I'm here, hey, tell me more about that. No, but no, I'm looking forward to it. And they said the kids, so many people volunteer with the kids. It's like tough to get in, and that's something kids, young kids getting sick at an early age is terrible.
When I was a police officer, we used to get together. The guys would all get together, cops on their own, and every Christmas or holiday would come up for whatever reason it is. They would go out there and buy all kinds of presents.
Isn't that nice?
On Christmas time, we'd go in with the Santa Claus thing.
Yeah.
And it was always great. They always did good things like that. So it's always good to give back.
Yeah.
Even if you're paying it forward, it's always good.
Right. And I believe in karma. It's not like I'm doing it to have, like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm doing it because I love it, and you did it because you love it, And
yeah.
It's great. There's a lot of people out there that are just less fortunate, whether it be health issues or family issues or whatever,
Well, that's the kick, is to go out there and do something for somebody, and you'd be surprised how it comes back to you. Anytime you do something in a positive vein, it always comes back to you tenfold. I'm going to do bring up a little thing here, and then we'll head out for a commercial break, but I just wanted to say that when I was doing the show, or actually I ran into another. Well, everybody knows I'm a minister, and this gentleman came up to me and he mentioned that he was a preacher and all this, and I found it very interesting. It was very. He knew how to quote scripture. He could actually memorize. He memorized the scripture and everything. But what I found was that people who are out there memorizing all this scripture don't really mean you know what the heck it means. Right. And God doesn't know, or doesn't care. I shouldn't say He knows. He knows everything. He doesn't care if you can quote scripture. He cares about what you do and how you feel, and how you treat people. So I mean, they were fishermen. All right, they knew nothing of religion, and yet they followed Jesus. So it's just an amazing thing when you see that. But this particular gentleman, and I believe that all positive-based religions are fine. You have one God, and no matter what you call him, there's only one God out there. If you call him Allah or Buddha or everything else, it's just one God out there, and no one's going to lay claim to. Well, he was here first. He was there first. He was there, and that's how you got to look at it. I'm looking down because I actually wrote notes this time, so I'm trying to keep it up with that.
You're doing fine.
This particular gentleman believed in the gloom and doom part of the Bible, and let me just, you know what? I'll just hold this up real quick. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay, memorized passages. I said all that. God doesn't care. I said all that. That's pretty good. I remembered all that stuff.
But do you know what it means?
Well, yeah, but we'll get past that. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base with that and let you know that if you believe the slightest little bit, like a mustard seed, a very small, little, tiny seed, if you have the faith of that mustard seed, you take that mustard seed and throw it in the ground, you till that mustard seed, and you clear the ground. That will grow into the biggest tree in your garden. So that's the kind of faith you need to have, and it'll grow with that. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to say we'll be back in a few minutes right after these words with some comedy and a lot of other stuff, and see you later. Don't go away.
Nice job.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Okay, and we're back. I want to thank you so much for sticking around. You're watching the Inside Show here on MadhouseTV.com. And if you didn't get that, rewind it, play it again. But anyway, you know, music to me is very special. There's a lot of meanings that go into the songs, especially the songs I do. I try to have some meaning behind them. And as an entertainer, we want you to feel those things. That's what kind of makes it happy or happen for us. So with that, if my band is all ready to go, I'm doing oldies for you.
Angel, angel, whoa, 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 angel, angel.
You can all dance at home.
Whoa.
sunshine. Tears from your eyes bring the rain. I'll feel your touch, your warm embrace, and I'm in heaven again. You are my special angel through eternity. I'll have my special angel here to watch over me.
A smile from your lips brings the summer sunshine. The
Tears from your eyes bring the rain. I feel your touch, your warm embrace, and I'm in heaven again. You are my special angel through eternity. I'll have my special angel here to watch over me. Here to watch over me. All right, thank you. Thanks at home. Hey, I got applause here too. All right. I get to pull up a comedian now. Good friend. Manny, okay, you can come around this side. No, go that way. Go that way.
Go that way?
Go that way around. There you go. We'll have a little fun with the comedian now.
Yeah.
Speaking about wires, you take that,
Yeah, I'll leave that there. Like,
and I'll leave it with you,
yeah.
Manny.
Yes.
Erias. Go get it.
Thanks, Dennis. That was great by Dennis, wasn't it? Oh, man. How you guys doing out there? Thanks for coming back. I really appreciate that. I always hated Christmas when I was growing up. My mother's dyslexic. On all of my Christmas presents, she wrote to Manny, loves Satan. It's real quiet. I'm on long-term disability because of my mental issues, and my insurance company sent a career coach out to my house to counsel me on how to get a job. After talking to me for 2 hours, she said, we're upping your benefits. I'm broke, so in order to make money, I have garage sales. I got in trouble last week when I had this really big garage sale when my neighbors came home early. You know, I've been on so many job interviews and not gotten hired. I guess I should stop saying when they ask me at that part of the interview, if you have any questions, does your company provide long-term disability? When I was 15, I stole a box of 20 condoms. As of last week, there's 19 left. And one I used as a water balloon. I had to pay my therapist, so I went to her house, and nobody answered the door. And I went around back, and my therapist was in her pool wearing a bikini. She said, you know, Manny, this is very inappropriate. I said, I'm sorry. I'll put it away. By accident, my therapist went on vacation and forwarded all her calls to me. She wasn't happy when she came home from vacation and found all of us in her pool. You know, my father was always there rooting me on with that air horn. It was okay during the football games, but boy, he really messed me up during my chemistry final. One time in math class, I got caught passing a note. I said, come on. And my teacher said, Manny, don't you come on me. I said, don't worry about it. I already took care of that in French class. You know, I had the hots from my guidance counselor. I used to make any excuse just to go see her. Long story short, I applied to 87 colleges. I don't know if you guys know this, but Facebook sent out to over 1 billion of its users a montage of all their pictures for their 10th anniversary. Oddly enough, Facebook sent me a montage of everybody that blocked me. And the video took 2 weeks to watch. I like that one. I like it. You know, I got fired from Hallmark, a card store that I used to work at in the mall, because I was shooting paper clips at the girls' behinds. Actually, I kept getting away with it until one went in. I volunteered in the hospital, and I once gave this guy a shave prep before surgery. And then they fired me. They said, you know, Manny, you're supposed to be working in the gift shop. I almost got into a fight in the library the other day. This guy asked me if I was checking out his wife. I said, yeah, but don't worry about it. I'll have it back in 2 weeks. Last week I performed in an old folks home, and I got heckled by this one old lady. I was so upset before I left, I unplugged my mother's oxygen. And let me tell you something. I hate them real expensive sandwich vending machines. I can't wait till it breaks and my mother takes it out of her kitchen. Yeah. By the way, my portion of the show is brought to you by Paxil. I have emotional, psychological, and anger issues. And I'm never getting married because I don't need someone to come after everything that I've worked hard for. Half of my Paxil. I don't go to church anymore, Dennis. I know you're the wrong person to tell. Because last week when I went, I was hungry, so I went down to the pantry. And on the box of communion wafers, it said, Manny, these are for Mass. I was very insulted. So I ate them all with peanut butter. I bring a lot of negativity to conversations. One girl told me that I talk stupid. I said no. I talk stupidly. I'm getting a lot of spam emails about penis enlargement pills. How do they know? I tried online dating, and after 3 months, they made me put a disclaimer on my profile. It says dating Manny may cause headaches and bankruptcy. And in 9 out of 10 cases, lesbianism. I have the hots for this one girl. I call her all the time. She's like, Manny, you're like a stalker, but I'm willing to meet you at a public place. Where are you now? Ding dong. Psychiatrists say that sleeping naked will boost your confidence. I just didn't realize you weren't supposed to do it at the bus station. You know, a lot of people complain about the federal government, but I'm glad my mother still gets her Social Security checks. May she rest in peace. One time I dated a girl and she called me romantic. Not because I was a good lover, because she said I was a parasite. I'm tired of being used for sex. And I got to tell you, I really owe myself an apology. You know, my friends keep pushing me to meet a girl like I need to get served with another order of protection. This reporter came up to me from Newsday after one of my shows. He said, Manny, you have a really good delivery. That's why I'm going to set you up with a really good route. One time I assisted in an x-ray room, and 2 doctors were looking at an x-ray. One doctor said, oh my God, that's a really big tumor. And then the other doctor said, wait a minute. Manny, let me see your thumb. Folks, I'm going to end with this. I got fired from my volunteer fire department. Thanks for laughing in the booth again. Turns out you're not supposed to carry women out of the bedroom window unless there's a fire. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks, Dennis.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I always love being on here.
I'm sorry that we don't have a big audience for you tonight because you did some good stuff and you carried through, and it was kind of like a laughing type of scenario because we don't have a lot of people here. But believe me, people are at home watching this.
Yeah.
They're still laughing.
Oh, you guys are laughing still?
Yeah.
I hope you are.
You had Janine laughing in the booth.
I love when she's here. The last, I'm like, well, you know.
Him too, he was laughing.
He was laughing, you were laughing. Your wife, I had to wake her up. She doesn't laugh at comedians that much. That's awesome. Thanks for having me on your show. Manny, can you come on my show? My wife's going to be here, and she doesn't laugh at comedians. That is great.
Well,
That is
I
great.
tell you what, let's see if we can get him back up here a little later on. Do a few more for you. Meanwhile, we'll be right back after these words. I made her laugh. See?
Yeah, see, you did.
We'll be right back after these words. Don't go away.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful framed prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Okay, we made it back, and Manny's out there recuperating, and it's very hard to do when we have no audience here tonight, so it's a very hard thing to do, to be funny and try to get laughs, and I thought it was funny. And so did Janine. She was laughing in the control room. She's laughing now, just talking about it, laughing in the control room. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to do a couple of standards, and this first one is Tony Bennett. One of his first songs, I think. I never know because he looked the same way back then. The loveliness of Paris seems somehow sadly gay. The glory that was Rome is of another day. I've been terribly alone, forgotten in Manhattan. I'm going home to my city by the bay. I left my heart in San Francisco. High on a hill, it calls to me to be where little cable cars climb halfway to the stars. The morning fog may chill the air. I don't care, my love, which there. In San Francisco, above the blue and windy sea, when I come out to San Francisco, go thank you so much. And thank you, Mr. Tony Bennett. But I don't know what's coming up next, but it's coming up. Oh, yes. My love must be a kind of blind love, for I don't see anyone but you. All the stars out tonight. I don't know if it's cloudy or bright. I only have eyes for you. Moon may be high, but I don't see a thing in the sky. I only have eyes for you. I don't know if we're in a garden or on a crowded avenue. You are here, so am I. Maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view. Why, thank you. Wow. That was from Al Jolson, believe it or not. Al Jolson did that on a movie, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, that was great. That old black magic has me in its spell. That old black magic that you weave so well. Those icy fingers up and down my spine. That same old witchcraft when your eyes meet mine. That same old tingle that I feel inside. Then that elevator starts its ride. Down and down I go. All around I go, like a leaf that's caught in the tide. Well, I should stay away. What can I do? I hear your name, and I'm aflame with just burning desire. Only your kiss put out that fire. You're the lover that I've been waiting for. You're You're the mate that fate had me created for. And every time your lips meet mine, baby, down and down I go. All around I go, like a leaf that's caught in the tide. Well, I should stay away, but what can I do? I hear your name and I'm aflame with just burning desire. Only your kiss put out that fire. You're the lover that I've been waiting for. You're the mate that fate had me created for. And every time your lips meet mine, baby, down and down I go. All around I go in a spin. Ooh, in a spin that I'm in. Under the old black magic coat. Under the old black magic coat love. Under the old black magic coat love. Under the old black magic coat love. Why, thank you so much. Wow, I think I'm going to crank out one more of these suckers. Just one more. Yes. Well, we're pulling out all the stops tonight. You know what this is? Of course you do. You don't. Tall and tan and young and lovely. The girl from Ipanema goes walking. When she passes, as she shows. I got it right. When she walks, it's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gentle that when she passes, each one she passes goes, Ooh, but I want her so badly. Can I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking. When she passes, I smile. She doesn't see. Hey, I'm glad you can't see my feet. Why are you laughing, Ellen? It's hard enough trying to remember the words. In fact, I should be doing a commercial for like a trip to Jamaica or something. But I watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking. But when she passes, I smile. She doesn't see. She just doesn't see. She doesn't see me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after these words. Don't you go away. See you in a little bit.
I'm Erica Conway, and you're watching MadhouseTV.com. Guys, ready for the show? Yeah. Enjoy it.
This is Beth.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations. When are you due?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, look at that. Excuse me.
You're totally thin.
You look very sexy.
For life's bleachable moments, all it takes is 3/4 of a cup.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
All right, we made it back. I'm glad you stuck around and went through all my singing, all my bad words and everything else I made up as I went along sometimes. Let me see what I got here. Make sure I'm still on. Somehow it went off. It's on now. We're back? We're back. Okay. So with that, I'll start over and saying, even though I made a few choice words that I made up as I went along, I hope you had a good time tonight. This is the commercial end of this, that I have to bring out a few things. On July 25th, Julie Budd will be appearing at the Dix Hills Performing Arts Center. That's in Five Towns College, 305 North Service Road in Dix Hills. The number there is 631-656-2148. Play it back a few times if you didn't get the number right. Ellen and I will be at that performance. So if you want to come down and say hello, we'll be somewhere going, hey, listen to that. The same day, the 25th, if you happen to be in Manhattan, please join Penny Fuller and Rich Skipper as they sit down to discuss Penny's life and career. Friday, July 25th at 7:30 at the New York City Spiral Theater Studio for one night only. Seating is limited. RSVP, highly recommended. Call 845-365-0720. Julie Budd, don't forget to buy her album, which is, or CD I should say now because I'm dating myself. They wrote the songs, and the show is featured about that as well. And on July 25th, Julie Budd will be, I just said that, at the center, so I don't have to repeat it again. Thank you, Rich Skipper, the entertainer, producer, blogger, coach, and his website is www.richardskipper.com. Thank you, Manny. Now where are you going to be?
September 27th, I have my first gig that I booked. It's Jake Star in Stony Brook, right next to 7-Eleven, and across from the Stony Brook train station. It's $25 a head. You have to buy the tickets ahead of time, and that's where I'll be. And I can't wait for that. And then with your prayers this Saturday, right, with the Chaz and AJ show, and just look me up on Facebook, guys. I'm right here. So, but Dennis, thank you for having me on.
Thank you for being here.
Madhouse TV has always been great. You and the DJ Vinny show too. He hooked me up once.
All right. Well, we gotta thank our crew.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Tom, and Millie, and Vicky, but most of all, especially, is Tommy Marr and Janine Zarelli, who are here tonight. We did a show, Steve Mitchell and myself. We did a show. We'll be back there again on September. She's laughing. 18th. Okay, he's just taking a few for home.
Right.
Okay,
Oh.
so with that, I get
We're
to
not
do my
supposed-
last song of the evening, and we're going to switch up. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around, and we're all set. This is where I get to say my propers to God and country. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean, why would God bless America, my home, sweet home. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our propers to our first responders, to our police departments, and our fire departments, and our soldiers who are out there defending our freedom, and to the veterans who've been there and done that. I give you the greatest country in the world. Sing that with me at home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Good night, everybody. See you next week. God bless.